interrupt this program.
What's up, world, and welcome to another episode of What Did You Expect, the podcast. I'm your boy Money Mav. Yo, we got my brother AC in the building.
We out here.
Crystal's here. Our special guest today is none other than my brother Jay Holland.
Yes.
Yes,
City
indeed.
here. Yes.
Love Jay.
Hello.
Love
What are we getting into
Jay.
tonight?
Well, can't wait for this episode.
Love Jay. Love him.
So much to talk about, as always. I think we're going to start, though,
Yeah.
talking about Crystal, and you gave some really sage advice.
What's the advice?
No, we were just talking about NFL players and how they get roped into threesomes with random
Randos.
Russian girls,
Right,
or
randos.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm protected. Yeah.
And it's crazy, and I feel like they would need to get some advice like that from you. I feel like
Sure.
you would be the person to deliver that
It
information.
might be my new business thing. Because, I speak to dudes. I'm like that dude whisperer because I don't want any of these dudes. Yeah.
I could picture that though. Could
seriously.
you picture you just make your NFL team and here comes Crystal.
Yeah.
Just
Bitches wanna
telling
fuck.
it like it
Right,
is.
bitches wanna fuck.
Here's the thing. I would say Crystal should coordinate. She shouldn't deliver the message. She should be.
Oh, you don't think I should
Above
deliver
that?
it? You don't think I
Above.
should deliver the
but
message?
no, her
Now, the
delivery.
reason why, because she's gonna get the business deals done. She know how to talk to them owners.
Exactly.
The players, they're gonna be like, and some players might try to holler. And Crystal's gonna be like,
Oh,
I
they
ain't
do.
got time for
They
that
do.
shit.
Yeah. No, I still get these young ones now trying to
what
get
I'm
it
saying.
in. Yeah.
Crystal, like, I ain't got time for this shit. You gonna listen or not? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna make these deals. So
I mean, and I am good at making deals, though.
that's what I'm saying.
That's my special.
maybe you get Corinne
Yeah.
Steffens.
I would, but I'm just saying, if I was a young player, I would listen. I would listen to you.
Yeah.
You had a good upbringing, though, man.
I wouldn't.
AC said he wouldn't.
No one is
I wouldn't
schooling. The sad part about it is no one is schooling a lot of these dudes and saying I know it looks good, it smells good. These bitches now they're genetically
It's two
engineered.
strikes.
They
Look and
look
smell
good.
good.
They smell good. They say everything like this. I mean, I say everything you ever wanted to hear in your life, and they want to fuck, and they're
you
trying
know
to get
the
a baby.
game.
This
She knows the game.
What it is.
What was that, a coach to
And
America?
they're like, and look at my
Whatever you
best
like.
friend. I mean, she wants to fuck too. I mean, it's.
Yeah, these dudes don't have a chance. Really, it's and you got chicks like Brittany Renner running around, just looking all kinds of good. And
yeah.
hey.
I mean, these bitches, and listen, I've seen these bitches and they're delicious. These bitches are fucking delicious. They look like goddamn dessert. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
These bitches, I mean, and they smell amazing. You get close to them, they smell like sunshine and happiness and sin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sunshine, happiness, and
Yeah.
sin.
Yeah.
SHS, that's
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
that's
It's
a good one.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
These bitches are fucking delicious. Yeah, their mouths are clean, everything about them, and you're like, I mean, I can see where. Well, that's the whole thing.
Not at all.
Probably not, but they're willing to fuck, and they're willing to fuck on anything. They're willing to fuck anywhere. They'll do anything. They're like, and here's my best friends, the whole slew of us. We all want to fuck. You know, it's
Come on.
it's horrible.
I'm
Emphasis
definitely
on
coming.
come.
Yeah, and even the ones who look like the girl next door, they're like, and look at all my friends. We all want to fuck too. Look at us. Yeah, I mean,
Same answer.
it's a.
Come on. Come on.
And then these bitches have an angle, and no one's saying to you these people are angling for your shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They want to they don't care who you are. They just like the idea of who you are.
Right.
They want what you
Have right,
All of your
exactly.
goods and every newly acquired fame.
Absolutely.
They want that. They want
it all.
everything that comes with it.
And there's very
Everything like hard dick and balls.
Can we do
That's
financial
coming with
literacy for these players? Real talk. How would you break down? say I'm a draftee into the league, right? How would you break down the financial literacy of?
Stop buying all these big ass houses. You don't need 50 cars. Like, buy a piece of real estate. Like, start investing your money in some real shit because you're not going to be playing in another 5 years. And how are you going to support yourself long term? Like,
I was more in terms of like, all right, 18 years minimum child support will run you this per year.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, but also too, just in
College,
general though, a
6
lot of
years
these,
additional.
a lot of these guys, no one says to them, you're going to have a whole bunch of money. Like, listen, in the beginning, it looks like it's a whole lot of money, right? After taxes and all the other bullshit, you're not going to have any. Look how many players are broke in their old age. And old age, I mean, after 30, these niggas are broke.
Facts.
Like, no one says to you, you don't need this huge house. You need a regular. And listen, I'm in real estate. My parents have been in real estate for years. Like, you don't need all of this stuff to heat and cool and pay for, right? It's you and this bitch, whichever bitch this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need 6 rooms. You don't need. Stop all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Invest your money in some real shit that's going to pay off for you. Buy some real estate. Buy an apartment building. Have people paying you rent. That's going to sustain you. Sit if money ain't shit.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
But as a young 20-year-old man, or whatever in the NFL, whatever sport it is, I'm not listening
Yeah,
to
but
one
here's the
word.
problem. No one says it to them. Their mothers
They
go,
do.
their fathers go, oh my God, we're nigger rich. Isn't that the term that Chris Rock uses? Like, we're nigger rich.
Pretty much.
Stop it. You
That
don't
just
need it.
means
You don't
could
need
get
5
some lobster and
cars.
some seafood in certain parts. Hold on, we
I
gotta.
still believe there are veteran athletes that do give them that information. But when you're at that young age and you making all this money, your head's too damn big.
Yeah, but you
it
have
don't
to-
kick in till about some
See,
years
this-
in the league. But like
This
at
is
the
the thing,
jump,
though. You have to have people who look like dessert give it to them so that they understand.
Whoa.
That's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to emulate certain things. So things that you look like you desire, if they're saying to you, listen, this is shit's a fucking trap, don't do it. Then you're like, oh, wait, is it?
This
Might
is
be
a
right.
quotable.
Yeah,
Chris,
might
that's
be right.
quotable.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
trap,
true.
yeah.
And you know what? Another thing is we just have to accept the fact that everybody ain't gonna make it.
Right, they're not.
There's some people that's just never like no matter how well it's put to them, they're never gonna get it. They just
Sure.
like are incapable of grasping that. But the ones that you can save, like help a brother out.
I mean,
Right.
but you look at certain players like Marshawn Lynch. You look at Gronk, right?
Yeah.
Those players haven't touched their NFL salaries yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like they make livings off of their sponsorship deals and stuff like that. So again, like you said, you have to be delicious towards that player.
Right.
So I'm that player. Entice me. I want to know what would be your pitch to me? Is it going to be a scared straight, Crystal? or is it
No,
gonna-
it's all like so. It's like, what are you gonna do with your money? You're trying to buy what? Are you trying to buy a Bentley? Like, what's the deal? And you're buying a Bentley so you can drive around in the ghetto over trash. Is that what you're trying to do? Impress
no,
dudes
I'm
that
pretty
are.
sure anybody that said they're not living in the ghetto.
No, but here's the problem. This is what happens with
living
a
in,
lot.
like,
No. This is what happens with a lot of these dudes, right? So they
Wesley.
come from nothing, right? And then they're like, I'm gonna get a Bentley, and then you want to drive your Bentley,
Drive
and
back through the
just
hood
get- right?
Yeah.
that you came from,
Nigga,
so you
you
can
serious?
look like the man in
right.
your Bentley.
Toot toot.
You don't
Like-
think that happens?
It does
It
happen.
happens all the time.
But like,
That's part
you're
of the
not talking to
conversation,
logical people right now. You're talking to people who want to floss. Yo, I made it.
That's
hold on.
part of the problem.
Hey, see, let's keep it.
don't
Let's
say
keep
it's
it.
not-
Let's be
I'm not saying
fully
it's not part of the
transparent.
problem.
That's about 95% of the
100%.
people.
I know. But what I'm saying,
You not gonna go back through the hood if you had a Bentley, bro?
hell nah. Cause I think somebody's gonna yoke me up like Cameron.
Yeah, but you're older now.
I didn't say you're gonna
stop. So what's that old saying, like rich whispers? You know, I grew up in like an upper middle class white community, and it's like rich whispers and like money is loud. You know, like poor is loud. It was some shit they always used to say, like
Never heard of that.
yeah, like rich people like with their money it whispers. Like you never really know that rich people are rich until like you really get in with it. You know, like
Yeah.
you know when
I just look at their
someone's
shoes. Like real talk. If I look at Bill Gates' shoes, that man will walk some Saucony's, probably some Walmart Elites.
like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I noticed. I'm like,
This nigga
People-
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, rich
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 as
like
fuck.
whispers. That's the whole thing, and like
Yeah.
poor screams or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how you can always tell. And it's It's also understanding what's important. Like this huge house you can front for who? Because nobody gives a shit, right? Like
You
that you're gonna-
don't.
No,
You don't.
no. But that's the whole thing. The people who you're trying to impress, you don't really give a shit about. Do you see what I'm saying?
and you're
Yeah,
not
but you
always
said
gonna
they
bring
don't
them
give a
to.
shit.
No, you're not always gonna bring them to your crib. Neither.
Who's the one who used to play for the Celtics?
That's a long list.
a long
who
list.
he had a huge gambling problem and he smelled
Antoine
really.
Walker.
Antoine
I don't know about the
Walker.
smell. You got me at gambling. Let's just make for the record. I don't know nothing about Antoine Walker.
Jay
Smell.
was sniffing. Nah.
Antoine the homie though. You the homie though.
He dated one of my girlfriends for a long time.
Shout out to Evelyn Lozada for taking his bank too.
What did you say that he smelled like?
Oh, he has that disorder where he like stinks. You know, like you naturally stink.
Oh, so he has like body halitosis.
Yeah, but there's a condition.
Bodytosis.
There's a condition for it. But anyway, so my girlfriend was dating him, and so, but he was just so wild with the money, like just extra body halitosis. I mean, Jesus. But he was like so wild with the money about everything because he was like, I mean, like I finally have something, and it's like now look at you now, dude. You don't have a fucking dime. You are broke.
Because he was gambling with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he was.
And he didn't have Michael Jordan money.
Hold up, no. We're not just gonna put it out there. Michael Jordan needs to send him away from the table because he told stories about that. He gave access to his accounts. To certain ladies, certain women that he was dealing with, who may or may not have appeared on some VH1 shows.
Give him his money back.
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
I have a girlfriend that he bought. A Bentley. So I'm just saying.
There you have it.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, but
You a new
you
fool.
weren't smart about like. You don't have any long-term income, and that's the thing about like this. It's the same thing with lottery winnings. Like when people hit the lottery, like Chris Rock said it best: "You're nigga rich. You're not like really rich. You don't have income coming in long-term, and it's figuring out how to make that income. And no one explains that to these young players.
20 years or a lump sum?
You're
What
the
are you
one
going
to
with?
do it, Crystal.
I'm gonna go with a lump sum.
All right, lump sum, 20 years.
Lump sum.
But
Awesome.
here's the thing though. If I had a lump, let's just say it was $20 million, I would be buying all commercial real estate.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, but no one says that.
How do I? Okay, so wait, what is it? It's like increments. How are we doing this?
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, no, it's either you
Let's
take
just
it over
say,
20
let's
years.
just say
or
your
lump sum.
increments is $700,000 a year for like 20 years.
Oh yeah, I'm
Or would
good.
you take the lump
700,000
sum?
for-
Unless I mean,
700,000
unless I
for
see
20 years.
something. Here's the only thing: is like if I see something that I want to buy that like I can't necessarily get like at the time. But what can you buy for
$30 million?
$300,000 that you can't get
Or
for
you take.
$200,000? You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of thing. So
Yeah, but see, you have
$6
to remember
million.
something. We're all saying this older, right? A lot of people look at it like this. They'll go, "Oh, I want a yacht. But a yacht has a crew that has to be paid for, like the gas and the maintenance and all of
Yeah.
these things. Like all of these things carry huge price tags that have to be paid for.
true.
How are you going to have income that keeps coming in to pay for it? Otherwise, you'll soon be drained and you've got nothing. And that's what groupies understand. You know, there was a
Even when you buy it to own.
Ain't shit for-
absolutely.
It's true. It's
unless you have something that's giving you a return on your investment. So
true.
yeah, I mean, and listen. There's a whole thing about housewives. Housewives understand this, like bitches understand this, and like this is how I get you to take care of me, and I don't do jack shit but spend. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole. There has to be an ROI.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Like, I've seen some like Shawnee O'Neal, Shaq's former wife, siphon from his like
She
she
sure
would
did.
take money from the joint account, start her own account.
Well, no, she put in her mother. She'd have her mother buying the stuff. She would transfer the money to her mother's account and then have her mother buy an apartment building and things
Wow.
like that. Because this is Shawnee. I'm not a dummy, and this is not long-term cash.
Well, Shaq's money is different.
Yeah,
But
Shaq. money
Shaq,
is
you know,
like,
Shaq never cashed his first paycheck until about like his 10th or 12th year in the league. It was all
Yeah,
endorsements.
but look at him now. I mean, he's having to
Movie
deal with
deals,
endorsements. I mean, he
Shazam.
sold his
Shaq's
property
the general now.
Yeah, but he sold
Shaq-
his property on Star Island. Like he's not making. He's still not making
No,
the
that's
same kind
he
of.
Oh,
is.
Shaq
This
worth
nigga Shaq
almost
just bought Reebok.
Let me tell you what
Shaq's
this
worth
is what
like
Shaq.
$500
no.
or $600
And this is what
million.
people
Shaq's
mix
fine.
up.
Yeah.
So Shaq, right? And I don't know if you guys ever seen the interview. So Shaq did an interview and he was talking about why he stopped working with Reebok for his
Yes,
sneakers.
I saw that.
A mother came up to him and basically cussed him out because of the price of his sneakers.
Really?
Yeah, and so he thought about it. He was like, that makes sense. A lot of people don't realize Shaq behind MJ has sold the most sneakers of any professional athlete, and that's because his partnership with Walmart. So while we sit there and be like, oh, Shaq got the Walmarts, what? Shaq is making bank.
No, so
Over
I'm just gonna
60
tell you-
million sneakers sold.
yeah, but in the beginning he wasn't, and Shawnee said that's when he started doing endorsement deals because he was realizing he wasn't making any money. So now he is. But one of the
Yes.
things he said is he sold a Star Island property, right? Because he had a property on Star Island because he realized he was like, I'm only here like maybe 3 weeks out of the year. I'm paying all of this money on this property to keep it, right, and maintain it. It's like, it's not working for me. So how do I make my money work for me? But that took years of understanding, right? A lot of these young athletes, they don't get that. They see that and they're like, I have signed a $45 million contract. Here I go. What's the long term on you? You may not be playing in 3 years.
I mean, it all depends on what sport you're talking about. If you're talking NFL, it ain't guaranteed. If you're talking NBA, shit, I can bust my knee and still get all my money.
Baseball too.
Not
Baseball.
necessarily. And a lot of these owners now are coming down on this cash because they're like,
That's only
here's the
NFL and hockey
sports.
is not guaranteed money.
Hockey is guaranteed.
Hockey's guaranteed
hockey
now?
is guaranteed.
Oh shit! I thought
but they don't. Their big deals are like $10 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Hockey's
Ain't like-
different. It's not.
So when you look at sports, right? In
Randy Hill's the biggest thief in the NBA.
the only sport that's not guaranteed is football, but that's where guaranteed money comes into play. That's why people are so big on it.
You also can't forget that you're going to pay taxes on it, and then you're going to pay your agent and all the other components of it. So
Unless
it's
you're in
not
Texas or Florida.
right? It's not a bigger pot as you think it is. It's not as much money as people think it is. I know this because I know a lot of athletes who are broke, who had huge
who played
contracts.
back in the day, who don't play with these big
No,
multi-million
who
contracts.
made $1 million deals. They don't have anything now because the money goes faster than you think if you don't have something that's an ROI.
No, I understand.
That's
paying
return
for
on investment, people.
Like the money, it's so easy to spend the money, and the money goes so fast. That's part of the problem that people don't realize. The money goes faster than you think. That's why Chris Rock says nigger rich. Bitch is a nigger rich. Like it's not long term money. Like you didn't buy a.
You didn't do anything that gives you residual income.
I had this guy who was interested in dating me, and he owns like thousands of acres in California. He has all these Mexicans working for him, although he doesn't want to admit it because he's a Republican, but they're all Mexicans from Mexico that farm the land and do all this stuff, right? And millions and millions and millions of dollars he's bringing in. And so he was saying, he's like, what white people have cornered in this market is like, we understand ROIs. He's like, whereas black people don't. Black people feel like, oh, I got this quick money. It's like, but what are you going to do long term?
That's an ignorant comment.
No,
That's bullshit.
no, but I understood it because it's like in our families, we pass this wealth down, right? We say, how are we all
Right
making...
there.
Yeah.
But it's true.
We don't have generational wealth.
Wealth,
we don't.
right.
But it's just, but
it's not- it's not
ignorant
so
comment
much
that you don't
on
understand
us.
ROI
No,
just
no, but
because
here's
you
the
have
thing, though.
generational
A lot
wealth.
of these people...
Yeah,
Right,
come on,
exactly.
man.
But a
To
lot
this
of
day.
people don't say to you, hey, see, I look at my own parents.
But my whole thing. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just like, whether people say it to you, whether you take the knowledge that somebody's saying to you, it's two different things. You can be taught this, but unless you want to put it into action, that's that. Now we're talking about a different subject. But I'm like, it's not everybody, is not taking it in. They hear it. You can be told this, but if you're not going to say, all right, I'm going to take this, implement it,
Absolutely.
then
But you have more often than not, a lot of these people are smarter than you think they are, but they just have to be taught what it is.
Very true.
Like right now, just like it was the white players who were really like, these college kids who were like, why can't I use my own name? I can't brand my own name. Like this is kind of like slavery. Like it wasn't the black players who were doing this for years. It finally was the white players going, listen,
like slip. No,
I'm
it's
the one
not.
who's playing here.
No, it's not.
Why can't I use my own name
Well-
and likeness for these schools? These schools are getting millions and millions of dollars to come, and I'm not getting a dime.
Well, shout out to Ed O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon, former UCLA superstar.
Yeah.
What happened was, one of his friends called him. He was like, my son is playing as you in this video game. He's like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, at that time, I've been out the league. I mean, I've been out of NCAA for years.
Yeah.
So he peeps it. Anyone who played like NCAA 99 or something like,
Sure.
they never had players' names. They just had the number,
Yeah.
the school uniform, and the likeliness. And literally, it was the ball head, stuff like that. He was just like, wow. I'm not even in the NCAA anymore, and they're still making money off my
Sure.
likeness. And so he started that lawsuit, and he initially won. And then more got appealed, it lost again, he appealed again, then he won. And so that's what got the ball rolling on a lot of that.
And who's the Supreme Court justice who was like the one who supposedly raped that girl? What's his name?
Kavanaugh?
Yeah, Kavanaugh was like, you can't go into a restaurant and be like, I don't like that cook. That was his whole argument, right? Like, you can't take someone's stuff. It's not slavery anymore. That was his whole thing. Like, it's not slavery. You can't walk into a place and be like, I choose that cook to cook my food in this restaurant, not that dude over there. Like, you have to take whatever's given to you. So why is it that these kids in the league don't have the same sort of opportunities. They have to just take what the school has given to them. Why can't they use their own likeness?
I mean, they've been trying to do this for the longest time.
Well, they did it.
It's just a matter of when certain people start complaining about it.
Yeah, well,
Because
one
when
thing-
other people started saying, okay, I can't do it this way, so I would talk to some scouts and things like that, and then they'll give me this little stipend here, they'll give me this here. They want
But
me
it
to...
took collectively, just so you know, these white players to all get together and be
Yeah,
like,
but what
you're
I'm saying
using
is-
our name and likeness.
I understand, but what I'm saying is black people were doing the same thing, but they didn't give a shit when they were saying that. And so when they went and got
So
some money,
degree-
but
there's some
collectively,
way.
black people, we should have been like, listen.
Well, Ed
They
O'Bannon.
wouldn't-
That's
they
what I'm
don't
saying.
give-
That's
they
what
don't
Ed O'Bannon.
care.
Ed O'Bannon.
They don't care.
Well, they
Like,
do
no,
care.
No, that's what I'm saying. But when Ed O'Bannon did it, that's what got the ball rolling on the process.
Yeah, but it takes you. It can't just be you. You've got to get you and a group of you together to go. Wait a second. There's 60 of us in this saying you can't use our name and likeness for you to profit, and we make nothing. Like it's slavery. That's what it was, and that
It's
was
about,
the argument
it's about the
for it.
60. If you got 60 over here and you don't give a shit, but when this 60 start talking, oh, okay, we got to start speaking
Well,
up.
it's the same thing with Black Lives Matter. Like when all the black people started getting on, then they took notice. Like collectively, I'm just saying in any group. Let's not even put like a black or white on it. When you start getting things in numbers, it makes people pay attention. That's the difference.
True.
That's what happened with the Black Panthers. They met with the KKK, and that's when they hopped on the radar. Like Hoover was like, "Oh hell no! Whoa, all people,
Yeah,
what
it's-
power to the people? Whoa,
It's
whoa,
all
whoa, whoa."
it's all in
Like-
numbers. It's all about getting people to understand. Like you can if you have one battered wife, it means nothing, right? But if you get like 30 battered wives, then we got a problem.
I mean, that one battered wife started to ripple
No,
somewhere. Like,
no. Like no one's gonna pay attention to the one. You know what I'm saying? But if you get a group of them, it's the same thing with
Starts
the.
with one people.
It does, but you got to get a
Ask
group
Cosby.
of you
Yeah, I was,
together.
I was literally about to say that.
This ask Cosby. Start with one.
Done.
Wow, did you just say Cosby?
Oh, yeah.
I
Ask the
was
other
about
dude who
to
killed
say that.
himself, the white guy, whatever his name is, too.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I just want to say that the thoughts of AC does not condone.
It's all fucked
Does
up.
not.
Yeah, just all fucked up.
Reflect
But my
that
whole
out.
point is that someone has to say to you, like, this shit is fucked up. And you've got to have good parents who understand how money works. A lot of people don't understand how money works. That's the other problem. They don't understand how to increase wealth. They don't understand how to save into the
Financial
basics.
literacy.
Yeah.
It needs to be taught.
Well, I know somebody who can't read and is a billionaire. We call him Money Pretty Boy, Money Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd May- he can't read. But
He's
he surrounded
barely
himself
literate.
with the right
He's
people.
barely literate. Like
He surrounded himself with
Hold
the
on.
right people,
Yeah.
and he listened.
R. Kelly is
Yeah,
illiterate,
But, yeah.
yeah.
But he's
but
broke.
can write.
But he
some
surrounded
music.
himself with the wrong people. He surrounded himself with the wrong yes people.
I don't want to get y'all show canceled, so I'm not even gonna go to R. Kelly like that. I'm just gonna say that man is illiterate, but can write some music.
Yeah. Everybody's got their
Get your talent.
gifts, you know.
But you have to understand how to
Pied
save
Piper?
money and how to use money to make more money and use
done.
the avenues to make more money with stuff. I mean, those are all the key things, you know. And for black
facts.
people, just in general, the easiest way to acquire wealth is through real estate.
There we go. You heard it here
It's
first.
the easiest way.
Not first, but you get it.
Watch for those who don't. here's
And
some
take care of your
lookups.
properties. The other thing is take care of your
More you
properties
know.
too. Yeah.
Redlining, people. Look that up. Gerrymandering is real. Look that up as well. for those who
Absolutely,
don't.
and that's why one of the things Martin Luther King used to say was like, buy the property. Like, collectively, you guys should get together and buy the property because if you own the property, then you have all the rights.
They can't tell you shit.
Shit, right? You
Yeah.
have to own the property. But the other thing that always got me too is my dad used to say this to me when we were, because my parents were from the South, and he would be like, you see these kids and they're on the corner out here saying like, this is my corner. You don't own anything here. It's not your corner. They can take you out of here at any time. Own the property, then it's yours.
That's what
And
I'm
that's
all
the
about.
difference. But nobody's
Ownership.
telling them that you have to own the. And the cartels, El Chapo, that's one of the things he preaches because he says, I train 140 people a day. Isn't that his whole fucking thing? He's like, the first thing is you got to own the property. So he's like, buy as much property as you can. Buy the businesses, start the businesses, own the blocks, own the entire block.
Then you can build your tunnels.
Well, he
There it
has.
is.
He said there's over 10,000 tunnels.
That man did.
With
that man
AC
did
and lights. Motherfucker got AC and lights in the tunnels too.
tunnels.
And motorcycles that
He
go
got
back
a
and forth. Yeah.
underground palace. This man got a underground
had a-
tunnel underneath every prison.
Well, he had the thing built up to his shower. Like he flipped the thing, got down, it had lights, AC in it, a motorcycle, and then rode off. I mean, to his shower in prison. Come on, let's get serious.
Bro,
crazy.
they found, what was it, in one of his old Miami properties? When they was like tearing it down, like they found a whole treasure chest, like it's full of
Yeah.
money and stuff. Like
Goodies.
what? Like yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said there's over 10,000 tunnels coming from Mexico to the United
mad at him.
States.
Yeah.
I like his style. I know he's a little bad.
No, but I mean, but the thing with El Chapo is he's not a dummy. You know, that was his whole thing. Like, use your resources. Like, hire German engineers. He's like, you don't hire these idiots
yeah,
here. He's like, you hire German engineers to build the tunnels. And he's like, and then you get the poorest workers. He's like, to tunnel them out with the machinery. He's like, because who cares if they die? I mean, like,
Damn.
If he dies, he dies.
Like that.
but I mean,
yeah.
you have to look at the fortitude of it. Like, he was like, I hire the smartest people I can to design the tunnels, right? He's like, I get the poorest workers I can to dig them out. And he's like, and that's why they all have lights and AC and motorcycles and like little train things. He's like, you can't stop me. Fuck you.
What was crazy is like I remember one time the Mexican government had him and like his cartel went to the government. It was like if he's not released in like 5 hours or something like that.
All hell's breaking.
Yeah, and they was just
Yeah.
like
Hey,
release
make
him.
that
yeah.
Like
They don't want that.
nah.
None of them
It's
want
gonna be
those
like
kind of problems.
it's gonna be like that in the United States too soon. You know. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Yeah,
don't
it
think
will.
so.
I don't
I
see.
don't know.
They have
that
him in a
the near
skyscraper
future.
right now, right? But he'll get out. He'll get out.
Who are we talking about? Who's he?
El Chapo.
Oh
He'll
nah.
get out. I mean, what was
They
his
don't
whole
want those
thing?
problems.
The thing that he said to the reason why he got caught was because of that actress who did the interviews. That was why he got
Oh
caught.
yeah.
That he was like in love with, even though he's married and got that chick on that show.
Don't
Which
mean
is
nothing.
another thing I don't
I don't know
understand. If
enough
you've ever
about
watched
this.
the Cartel show,
Speak.
why is she on the show? Like giving away, it's all crazy.
I mean, why is Dennis Rodman cool with North Korea? I mean, South Korea. I mean, like,
Because he's Dennis Rodman.
and that's.
And he don't judge. He don't give a shit what anybody does.
Yeah.
You cool with me? I don't care who you are.
But just imagine that man's life, right? That man married Carmen Electra, married himself,
Yeah.
won a few championships, cool with one of the most feared dictators
Leaders,
in
yeah.
the world. Like
Yeah. Can't say Dennis Rodman didn't live.
he lived, like
Yeah, he
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he
Like
lived.
he's
Shit.
living life.
And he's broke. He's broke too.
No.
He's not?
No, Rodman got money.
Does he? 'Cause
he
he's-
lived within his means. Like his whole vices was just
He's doing
motorcycles
exactly what
and-
you said,
and
Crystal.
nightlife.
What?
He's not. He doesn't need all that big stuff. So he's not broke. Just
I thought
because you're
I
not
thought
balling.
last I heard of Dennis when they did that show with him on VH1, he was broke.
You know, people always say like Bow Wow was broke too until they realize that.
But I mean, he's just
That
broke
man-
compared to what other
to
people
there,
who came
yeah.
out at the time. But you're not.
Rodman's
broke.
chilling.
Is he?
That man chilling.
I'm glad to hear it. I hate
Yeah.
to hear about like.
I know.
people
I
just
hate
going
when
broke.
they end up with nothing too.
I mean,
To
if
me,
this
that's-
is his real net worth, then that motherfucker broke.
yeah, because VH1 did
I'm
that
just
whole.
letting you know. If that net worth is real at $500,000, he broke.
Just
Yo,
that-
Rodman, you're broke, dog.
Yeah.
Take some of them earrings out your lips and your ears and go sell them bitches.
Wow.
Because you need a down payment on your next house.
Yeah.
Can't believe those things, man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Can't say
I know
that.
they had a
Everyone
special with him
Everyone
on
thought Nas was
VH1,
broke.
and,
Everyone thought Nas was broke until he came out the woodwork like, yeah, I had a
but
signed a
Nas
$180
also
million
owns a bunch
contract.
of brownstones in Brooklyn.
But that's what I'm saying. But like a lot of those network, they didn't know that, so they just automatically thought like, oh, he's worth like $2 million. Like,
Yeah, that's
no,
crazy.
like
Yeah.
Ray J is another one. People thought Ray J was broke until he's just like, oh, he's in
Yeah.
tech. Oh,
Yeah.
he's making moves in tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Soldier Boy's another
Big
one. who's
soldier.
No, but I mean, it's
Oh,
also
God.
it's understanding where to
Crazy.
put your money and not just buying. You know,
Yeah,
I think that's one of the biggest things is, you know, you don't have to. No one care. Listen, I drive a Hyundai Tucson. Okay, no one gives a shit what I drive. People see me, gives a shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I used to drive a Mercedes, and I realized it was too much to like take care of it.
Keep up.
Right? Like I was like,
The
why am I
maintenance.
doing this?
Parts.
And here's the
Parts
thing:
alone.
strangers in traffic don't give a shit. Like
No.
No one's going, oh, I'm gonna suck your pussy because you own him. Like no one's
Me and
saying
Crystal,
that.
they just trying to do the outbreak. They don't give a fuck
AC
about what you
said,
trying.
hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Bite.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, when
Let's not get
strangers-
carried away here.
When strangers see
Beamer,
you,
Benz, or Bentley. All right.
you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for them. That's
Yeah.
part of the thing. And that is why I drive a Hyundai Tucson and I'm trying to drive this thing into the ground.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Point A to point B.
Exactly.
That's it.
Nah, brother, it's ABBA.
What?
You gotta get back to A.
Oh,
Who said
yeah.
you ain't doing the overnight?
Right, it's Crystal we talking about. Right.
Time is valuable. I didn't come
I'm
in.
out here right now trying to buy a house on the Cape. Like, who
Right.
gives a fuck what I'm trying to drive? You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Wait,
That
we
shit
gotta
go right on it.
We gotta talk about this. We
What?
gotta talk about this.
Uh-oh.
Who?
Who? What? What?
That's the end of the Cam era here in New England.
Yeah, that nigga right
Cam
there.
Newton is it's set in stone. Like they got him up out of here.
Okay, love Jay.
One season. I'm gonna put it like this. Regardless of everything else, you know, like performance, I'll
Yeah.
put this out there as a blanket statement.
Okay.
The rope for black quarterbacks is a lot shorter than it is for white quarterbacks. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
I would agree with that.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, say what you want about it. It's true.
I would agree with that. I
Like,
think
yo,
it's a fact.
you know how many shit quarterbacks are in the NFL for years
Yeah.
doing nothing,
Yeah.
losing all the games.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton starting in Chicago, people.
Yo,
Never
still
won an MVP or a playoff game.
crazy.
Yeah.
And after one season where he doesn't even lose all the games,
Yeah.
he goes
Yeah.
7-9.
Yeah.
Yo, there are several teams who would kill to be 7-9 last season. Can we talk about the Bungles? Can we talk about
Yeah.
Can we
Can we
just talk
Jets,
about? Hold
like,
on. A lot of people
Jaguars.
forget. A lot of
Like,
people
what?
forget. And I'm pro Cam. I'm being transparent as hell.
Yeah.
9 defensive contributors for the Patriots did not play. They opted out last year, including Steve Hightower. I mean, like,
Our
Okay.
probably best
Patrick
defensive
Chung.
player.
Yeah, I was gonna say the best,
you know what I
right?
mean? That a lot of people.
Patrick Chunk's falling off too, though.
No,
Go ahead.
don't listen. Don't
Knock that
talk about
sh-
Patrick
off.
Uncle
Chung.
Ruckus over here.
Stop.
Yo,
Oh my
watch the
God.
Cletus,
talking
Cletus,
about-
you gotta stop, Cletus.
Right.
I think you
Right.
guys are
Let's not
mostly
talk about
attached to
Patrick
black
Chung.
people in the
Cletus,
NFL.
no.
I'm
And
talking
why
about
not?
performance.
And
Hold
why
on, hold
not?
on.
But it's not even about that.
But like, my whole thing is,
let
This-
Jay finish.
All right,
Let Jay
Look at
finish.
this.
Wow.
Look at this.
AC,
Cam
I mean-
signed in July, bro.
Yeah.
No OTAs. Didn't get a playbook until July. Season starts in September. Had no preseason.
Sure.
Caught COVID.
Yeah.
He's
COVID.
up against a lot, bro.
Should have got vaccinated.
Look.
he still didn't get vaccinated. That's
Yeah,
what
but
he
you
said.
listen. Your boss was doing vaccination clinics at his place. Should have got vaccinated because
Hey,
you know
look.
that's what the motherfucker's all about.
Oh, it
I
sounds
will
like
say
you're
this.
not
I
on the
think that
Cam
has
team,
something to
man.
do with
Listen,
it
I
as well.
like him, but
It definitely
here's,
did.
Here's
It definitely
the thing.
did. Because you're not going to tell me he ain't better than Jared Stidham.
He's definitely better than Jared Stidham.
All right, who's
But we
still on
talking
the
about
roster?
Cam, we talking about
Who's
Mac
still on the
Jones,
roster?
though.
Stidham is.
No, but the thing is, like, you can't keep Cam on your
Why
team
can't
as
you?
a backup
Why can't you?
because he's MVP, and Cam himself probably would not be okay with being a
You
backup.
signed that contract
Yeah,
with
I
no
mean-
guarantees made to you.
So he took his $2 million. It was a $3.5 million, but he didn't get the 1.5 based on incentives
But-
of like all that type of stuff. So he got his
But
$2 million
never,
guaranteed.
nowhere in that contract did it say you will start. Did it?
Did it say you're going to start?
Yeah, it did not say
It
you will
doesn't,
start.
it doesn't say any, in
Exactly.
any NFL contract says you're going to start.
Exactly. So therefore, you signed that contract knowing that they drafted a first-round draft pick,
Yeah.
that you was going to be in the competition, and that's what you subjected yourself for. Obviously, and at the same time, you took your time, like, renewing because there were other teams who had opportunities to sign you, and they didn't.
Yep.
Now all these teams are buckling down, and they're like this. This nigga ain't vaccinated.
He'll get signed somewhere.
Hopefully,
He's gonna get
hopefully,
signed.
hopefully.
Washington or
if he's,
Baltimore.
if he's okay with being a backup, because that's all he is right
He
now.
better go to Washington because Fitzmagic always runs out around a certain time of year.
Yeah.
So, just
I
play.
say that in like, yo, people
People say he
like,
may go
yo,
to Dallas, but
I heard that too. But yo, I'm not like, yo, Fitzpatrick is another dude that like, yo, white people are all in on him just
he's
because
back-
he's
he's a-
got
but
the
he's a
grizzly beard.
backup.
And he
Sure.
looks like you could pound a few beers with him, but like he sucks. He sucks.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna
sucks,
keep real.
bro.
Now, like,
He'll win you a game, but he'll lose you too.
Cam lost 9. Okay, so
No,
No.
we're not doing
Well,
that.
Yeah, listen. Okay.
let's do it.
Not
Talk to
doing
it.
that,
Keep it
man.
real, keep it real.
Because,
You
like I
gotta
said,
do it. You
and
gotta do
I
it.
gave you a layup
You gotta
earlier. I
do
want to see
it.
if you remember.
You gotta-
Name me
Yeah.
Cam's receiving core last year.
I don't care,
You
bro.
don't know. You
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
Nobody knows.
Well, you should never ask because I can name 2. I can name a couple. All right? That meant nothing. All right, but what
Right.
I will say is this. All right, Cam Newton, is he a good athlete? Cam Newton's a good athlete. Is Cam Newton a great quarterback? No. Has Cam Newton ever been a great quarterback? I would say no. I believe.
How do you become the MVP
MVP?
of
What
the
are you
fucking
talking
NFL
about?
without being a
Fif-
great quarterback?
15-1
Cool,
my
cool,
God.
cool.
I
on your
feel
way
like-
to a Super Bowl.
I feel like you are like on the crazy train. What's
I
happening
just
here?
think you guys
Prior
all
to his injury, he was
some
leading the
shit
league.
That what?
I
That
don't know.
what? That
Nobody
where?
else
That
drinks but
who?
y'all. 'Cause
Yo,
y'all bugging.
so then the
All right.
NFL sucks
All right,
because how do you
no.
make it to the Super
No,
Bowl
right.
No.
being a bad quarterback?
No. It's the NFL. It's any given Sunday. You could just play better than that team that week, but
So-
doesn't mean your team's actually better.
so,
Because if you look at
this
when
man-
they got to the Super Bowl, they got smashed by the Broncos. They looked like shit, and so did he. They looked like
I'm gonna
shit.
start
That's
They-
like
they
you
still-
said.
they
Like you
still
said, that's
win.
any given
That's what I'm
Sunday.
saying.
Patrick
They
Mahomes,
didn't
hold on.
have their best.
Patrick
they didn't have
Mahomes
their
looked like
A game
shit
that
last year.
Sunday.
Does that make him a shitty quarterback?
No, he didn't look like shit though. He had a
didn't-
couple. He had bad. He wasn't the perfect Patrick
my God, I
Mahomes,
can't
but he
even
didn't
do
look
it.
like shit.
He looked
Come
like
on.
shit in that
Patrick
Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes did not look like shit in the Super Bowl.
He looked like
a little
donkey
rattled
shit.
by their defense.
Say with me now, donkey
Tampa
shit.
Bay's defense was 10 times better
Oh,
than
wow, AC.
what Kansas City Chiefs had.
AC, I
the
just-
same way how Broncos
Denver
defense
was way better.
than
Right.
what North Carolina.
And who had more weapons? Even in Carolina, Cam didn't have those weapons.
All right, so are we gonna make excuses for everybody that wins and loses now? Is that what we gonna do? We gonna talk about the game?
You just
It's
made
part of-
excuses for
it's part of
Mahomes.
the game.
Right.
I didn't. I said.
all I'm going
I
to
said
say
he
is-
did not look like shit, but they lost.
I'm going to
I
stand
never
by
said
my
like shit.
statement in this.
So what I will
Cam should have gotten vaccinated. Otherwise, you'd have a job.
even if he got vaccinated, you still gonna get the boot.
No,
Because
I don't know.
This is why
I don't.
I say
I
this.
don't
If
know. I
you're
think. I
showing
think
me
you should have gotten
if
vaccinated.
Cam Newton isn't playing that much better than Mac Jones.
Mac Jones was
Tell
vaccinated.
me the reason of having Cam Newton. I'm just saying he's a vet.
When does the preseason really matter?
Have we met the Patriots?
Oh yes, because
Have
Brady,
we met the coach?
'cause Brady
He'll
looked
cut
like
you real quick.
okay. So
Yeah, but he goes
hold on,
somebody else.
Garoppolo outplayed
Somebody
Brady in
else.
a lot of preseasons.
This is true.
Are we gonna sit there and be like,
Yeah, but then
Mac Jones hasn't
okay,
taken
cool.
a
If we
meaningful
all-
snap
if we're
yet
gonna
in the
do this
NFL,
as well,
as far as I'm concerned.
if we're gonna talk about everything, I
Mac
want
Jones
everybody
is
to go back
vaccinated.
and look at what Bill Belichick said.
Cam is
about
not vaccinated.
Tom Brady's rookie year. He said I should have started Tom. I wanted to start Tom Brady that year, but because of Drew Bledsoe, I didn't. Following year, it just so happens the Jets did the best thing, knocked Drew Bledsoe the fuck out. Here comes Tom Brady. But look it up. It's a quote.
yes, it is a quote.
So I'm saying, so
and
Shoulda,
Brady
woulda,
was a
coulda.
third
It
string
doesn't mean
quarterback.
anything.
So now, as you're
He's
there
saying
now,
that in hindsight.
And
Hindsight's
Brady
2020.
was your
Yeah.
third
but
string
in hindsight,
quarterback.
he's the greatest
Yeah.
coach in the NFL. You don't think he's going to start moving?
So why wasn't the Brady the number 2 that year? He was a third string quarterback his rookie year.
Damn.
his
I
rookie? year.
just want to get back to one.
Yeah, but not
to
the
one
not the
little
second
thing.
year though.
Yeah, because they got rid of it.
AC.
That's what I'm saying. He said that's what he wanted to do. But good. And look at Cam's stats and all them other. His percentage sucks.
Who
Yeah.
did he have to throw to?
No. I'm not talking about.
Let's
no.
suit up.
No,
We
no.
coulda had a better
I-
percentage.
really- okay, first of all, I just want to let you know I'm talking about Cam Newton's career. He has never thrown better than. He only threw better than 55% once.
Nah. He's a
Look it up. Look
career
it up.
60-something, but
Well, I'm.
Once.
You know what? Listen.
And that wasn't even his MVP career. It was a year that North Turner took over.
which
and
was
he had like
the year he got hurt with his
Other
shoulder.
than that, it was
Can I just add this
57,
tidbit?
55.
Do you know who led the league in passing completions over 20 yards?
No, I don't.
Cam Newton.
And what does that mean? What was the percentage of those passes, though?
It
They
don't-
say, they say,
Yeah,
they say he
number
can't throw.
one.
They
but
say
I'm
he
saying,
can't
all
throw.
right,
So
if you throw-
AC.
if you throw- I'm like, percentage is still garbage, though.
He just got fired because he didn't get vaccinated because he was
I
out
don't
3
give
days
a
last
fuck.
week.
He's still good. Like Cam Newton as a man, I'm not like he's a
But
great guy.
we're now
He's
in a
philanthropist,
pandemic,
he
and this
does all
comes
that
down
type
to
of
other
shit. I just
people's
think
money. We're
as
in
an
other
athlete-
people's money right now, and other people's money is like this. This motherfucker ain't vaccinated. That he's out. He's
As a
out.
team- as
Main
a team
reason.
player, I just think he's
With that gap with the NFL talking about, oh, we can't accept your COVID test, so you
Right.
got to take these 5 days off. That's what hurt him.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, everyone's hype on Mac Jones in the
Yeah.
preseason. Mac Jones didn't take snaps against the first team defense all preseason
about to
until he
find out.
played the Giants.
We're about to find out.
And he was lighting the Giants up in practice, which is great. Kudos. I love the sign of that. But let's not act like those numbers are comparable to Cam when Cam was going against first team defensive reps.
I just want to see.
understand
I just
that.
want to see if white people are gonna have the same energy towards Mac
You
after
know.
after he loses a couple
No,
games.
no,
Right,
not
I
rookie
agree.
year.
Is it
Rookie
gonna be
year,
like get him the fuck out of here?
Rookie year, rookie
Is
year.
it? Is you know
It's
what I
rookie
mean?
year.
Like,
It's impossible.
Look,
But all
It's
I'm
not.
saying is,
It's rookie year. It's
and
rookie
listen, and I'm not even one of
Rookie
these.
year.
I look at life like this, Cam. You got to fall in line, otherwise you're gonna get fired, and that's exactly what
When
happened.
Lamar
Should have
Jackson-
had a
Patriot
COVID test,
the Patriot way.
right?
When Lamar Jackson took over,
Especially when this
Baltimore loved
motherfucker's
Lamar
running
Jackson.
clinics. Kraft was
As a
running
rookie.
clinics, dude.
Rookies, you give them
Who
leeway.
did Baltimore have?
Would you give them leeway?
Who did they have?
Nobody. That's why they never threw the ball.
Exactly.
Who's
so
the
that's why they were
team
like,
right now
okay.
that the coach just came out and said, he goes, we're considered, the people were considering that you were vaccinated and weren't vaccinated. There was just someone.
The Jaguars.
Was it the Jaguars?
Yeah.
A lot of these teams do, because now it's
Urban
coming
Meyer.
down to owner money, and owners are like this. We need motherfuckers playing.
And now the Players Association opened up an investigation because
But
of that.
listen, the Players Association also understands too. These motherfuckers want to get paid.
And the brother had to go.
This isn't the Tuskegee experiment. This is everybody. We're all in it. Go get vaccinated and stop your bullshit.
Or I don't, and I quarantine. Because
Here's
that's why
my,
I'm right
th-
as
th-
well.
this is what I will say. Like,
Let's hope it's not the
You're
Tuskegee
exactly-
yeah,
Press
well, like,
experiment.
exactly.
No.
Look that up if you don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
You know,
vaccinated or not
Out
vaccinated,
here
like,
killing black
be
folks.
safe, folks. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Like,
Yeah.
But
your
this
choice,
is a different
you
thing.
do
It's not the
business.
government like deliberately like injecting to see what's going to happen. Like this time, everybody's got it. Right? No, I'm just saying everybody's got it. We've all got it. Every nation's got it. Everybody's shutting everybody down. Just go get
I
vaccinated.
just want to point out, what was it, H1N1 when Obama was in office? That was the biggest thing. I didn't see any Vax Millions registration sites
That's
going
because
up.
they did
for
a
that.
quick shut it down. But he was the guy who was like, shut it. Same thing with Ebola. He was like, shut it down.
But we weren't wearing masks like that. We were moving
No,
free
but
about the country. So, like,
No, but remember with that whole Ebola thing, like they immediately, you have to think about who the president was. So Obama was like, get on Ebola now. Kill it now. Kill all of them now. Kill a village. Is it a village? Kill them now. Like, he was like.
damn, you make it seem like he was killing, like literally killing people.
He was like,
Not
make
literal
it
people,
stop
people.
now.
Like,
There was a difference. This president was like, I mean, it's not even true. I don't even know if it is a hoax. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to think
As
about
long as
who,
it doesn't get me, we're
right.
good.
You got to think about who you're dealing
Yeah.
with here.
Here's my thing. Like, when it comes to the CDC, right? They did not give full approval for a vaccine until recently.
They didn't. That's correct.
However, we are sitting here pushing and telling people they can't go into certain restaurants, whatever the case may be, which is business owners' rights. Just clarify that. However, you're trying to push us to do something that is not fully recommended by your top health agency.
Yeah, but I just want to say something about the Ebola thing. You know, when they had that Ebola outbreak, right? And it was 3 things. So I don't know if people understand how Ebola works. Is you basically start bleeding from the inside out from every orifice, okay? And they also still are not super sure how Ebola is passed, okay? But it's you literally just start bleeding from every orifice, like your body just collapses, almost like AIDS but worse, okay? Just to give you a visual. So the CDC went in. They had 3 cases of it. Right, in one village. They literally, for lack of a better word, they pretty much nuked the whole village. Then there was another outbreak in another village. And Obama was like, it has to stop now. So we got to go there. He was like, that whole, like, it was like a 1,000-mile radius. Everything in there is dying. They're like, you can't bring it. Then they brought it here to discover what it is and try to understand it. But did you see all the precautions they took trying to get it? Like when they transported it, there was like 2 nurses with it, whatever. They were like, kill it, kill everyone. Then we have Trump who was like, I mean, I don't know what this thing is. I mean, they say it like gets in your lungs and la 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 la.
Yeah, what's it about? What, Ebola people? Like H1N1, I think it was like 800 people totally died.
Right, but I'm just saying they did a whole quarantine. Like he let the CDC do their job, and he was like, kill it, kill everything. That's the difference. But it all depends on who you're dealing with.
I understand.
I'm just gonna say it like this. Listen, I look at it like this. If there was like Putin, right? Putin goes like this. Putin goes, oh, you're like rising up in this household. He's like, I'm taking out the whole block. You have to have that kind of mentality. I mean, I'm sorry for the loss of life, but he was someone who's like, we got a problem here in this community. The whole community dies. That's the same thing how Obama did with Ebola. Like, everybody in this has got it. You can't have it passed around. It's going to kill you. I will say one thing. Can I just say one more thing about Ebola? I was watching this thing on, I think it was PBS, right? And they were interviewing this kid who had it, right? And all the cameramen were like all in the suits and stuff, and they're talking, and you could like see him like bleed. I will never forget that. And I was like, I do not want that here in America. I'm just saying, like as an American watching the TV, and you could like see this kid, like I was like, I don't want any of that shit over here. And that's just a viewer going, fucking kill it all. Kill it. Is it kill a nation? Kill a nation. Like, nobody wants that.
So
Not
we
that I
know
want people to die.
what
I'm just
kind
saying.
of leader Crystal would be.
Right.
Kill them all.
Right. If it were me,
Like
everyone's
Crystal
going to die.
Drago has arrived in the building.
If
Is
he
it a
dies,
virus?
he
Is
dies.
that a virus that you've got? You're going to die. Sorry. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Kill it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm like a Putin. Take it all out.
This.
Nuke it all. Yeah.
Wow.
Ebola, H1N1, SARS, whatever the fuck you want to call it as airborne. Cam Newton deserved to be on the page.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Well, Cam,
If
you're
y'all don't agree with me, that's your business.
Cam should have gotten
I
I
vaccinated.
said what I said.
Here's the thing.
I don't
This is
give a
what peeves me-
damn.
This is what peeves me the most about it, right? So, Scott Zolak made his comments about.
What did he say?
Yo, your boy Zolak. He was in that grade with
Yeah.
Max and
Yeah.
them. Like,
What,
yeah.
what,
So,
what did he say?
He said,
Turn off the hip hop music.
"Yes,
for practice.
it's distracting.
it's distracting.
It's distracting to Cam. Cam's not paying attention. Like, it,
Oh, he said-
and Max seems like he's about his business. What really pissed me off about that statement?
Okay.
is
I didn't hear this
because
whole thing, so I'm so curious,
New
yeah.
England
It's a
as a
dog
whole,
whistle.
their media
Uh-huh.
as a
Dog
whole,
whistle. That's what that is.
dog whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and everyone who's like, "Oh, he quotes hip hops," and I don't give a damn what he quotes in his
There's
commentary
a
of
lot
the game.
of white players who listen to hip hop too.
Mac
but,
Jones does too. So here's my thing, like,
and he's got all black friends,
players-
Mac Jones. I just want to say that Mac Jones, I know, has all black friends. So okay.
but like black, like black players are scrutinized the worst, especially black quarterbacks.
Okay.
But the main reason why a lot of black athletes don't want to play anywhere in any New England team
Tell
And
me.
Jay knows this.
is because of the media and how they are portrayed and what's going on here. You see, like when Cam, for instance, Cam's previous game, his last game before this one, what was it 8 for 9? Had an amazing drive. How's it covered? He did all right.
They didn't say shit.
He had a couple okay throws.
They didn't say
They did no. Listen,
Mac
Pointed
Jones-
that out. I pointed that out. I was like, oh.
I live in New England. And I'm black. I'm very clear.
Trust me.
Mac
Very clear.
Jones,
Like, he's the second coming of Tom
Jesus
Brady.
Christ.
13
I
for
mean, that's
19,
getting
overthrowing
crazy.
people like Chris Paul throwing. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
Crazy.
But
Crazy.
can I just tell you guys something else? So that, and as I'm saying this as a black person, you know what annoys me, like when I'm watching baseball or whatever, and I see these athletes and they have all this jewelry on. Someone just lost something in the grass the other day. Did we see this on TV? I'm serious. Someone just lost a piece of jewelry and they had like 6 people out like looking for his jewelry. What? You're playing sports. Like, why do you listen? If I'm having sex, these hand pieces and stuff, it's hard, right? So I can't imagine. And when I'm working out, all this jewelry, are you fucking kidding? Take your jewelry off. Put it on after in the locker room.
Might get yanked.
Stop your bullshit. Stop it.
I keep
It's
Talib's
ridiculous.
around. That shit might get
Crabtree.
yanked.
But
I'm just saying, like,
That
it's,
was so
but
funny.
nah,
though.
like, but to me, like I said, that's the biggest thing. It's just everything about New England media when it comes to players of color. It's always like they go out their way
to fuck them over.
to this put them in the
Critique them
most
and, put them in that
critique
light.
and the negative, like.
Well, then that's why black
ridiculous.
people, we have to start taking over these jobs.
I mean, yeah, good luck with that. I mean, just be
I'm
honest.
just saying, like, black people, we have to
There are
stop
people-
all
Good
this
boys
bullshit.
club. You ain't getting in that shit.
We're not getting in that shit.
People are okay.
How do you
in certain
know,
realms.
AC?
That's why we create our own.
Unless
Yeah,
you want
we-
to take the Good Boys Club as like Ebola, kill them all, and start from fresh.
No, I'm just saying, there's nothing stopping black people from creating their own. Create your own.
It's nothing starting it, but then it's more access to those people, those players, and how to get them on it, and
Listen,
certain
you as
variations.
players, we have to start saying, if we're black players, and we have to start saying, hey, how do we create our own media? How do we do it? We have to stop. We have to stop.
Derek Jeter started the Players Tribune.
Right? Yeah, like we just have to do it. I mean, I just think that people have to understand something. I work a full-time job too. Like, like I own a business. I work a full-time job. I'm a hustler out here, right? And at work, I notice I get pigeonholed into little categories as a black woman, and I'm constantly fighting like, stop it, Susie. Don't put labels on me like that. For example, I'm going through menopause. I'm old. I wear a tube top every day because I can't fucking deal with a bra and I am burning
Going
up,
through menopause,
okay?
fellas, that means she is free and clear to shoot up the club.
Wow. That is
It's closing time.
However, like if I'm
Sonny.
I do Zoom calls. I had a boss who said this to me recently. She's like, everyone thinks you're naked. And I was like, oh, they think I'm naked? I go, people think I'm naked at home. I go, for reals?
Wow.
I was like, for reals? You would never say that to a white chick who was like in a sundress that's a tube top, but you'll say it to me as a black. I was like, all right, cool, I get it.
So what? I'm at
Were
my
you
crib.
naked?
I'm bucking naked. Let me.
I'm in my house.
I'm just saying, like, we have
I
to
do
start
what I do.
addressing
That's
the
true, though.
issues. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to, and I told her, I was like, I'm not going to accept a label on this bullshit. I'm like, I'm going through menopause. I'm old. I'm having hot flashes. This is it. I stink. What do you want from me? Right? So as black people, we just have to start speaking up, and we have to be the change that happens. And I'm not saying I'm for every race. I'm for Spanish people, Asian people, whatever the fuck you are. I'm just saying you have to stand up and make your own changes. That's how this is going to change.
You know what happens though? And
Cam, get vaccinated.
Some of them do that. Look at Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, as crazy as people may think of it off his record, he made a brilliant point, right? When Tom Brady yells at his coach on the sidelines, he's passionate,
Yeah.
Right.
full of it. Like
Sure.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens barks on a teammate, he's a nuisance. He's
Yeah.
a trouble
You're
in the
a
locker
problem.
room.
You're
Right.
angry. Because that's the stamp thing. Oh, you're angry.
That's what
You
I'm
have
saying.
to deal
So
with.
it's
the same thing with Odell Beckham. He'll throw a temper tantrum because he missed a pass, and he throws a football or kicks something over there, and he's he's a
But
distraction.
even that wording that you use, like that's a temper tantrum. It's something
Right.
that you say about a 4-year-old child. He's a grown ass man.
Nah, temper tantrums happen all ages.
Look,
you just
but you
call
ever-
it fit when you're older.
But you ever watch the
But
Malice? You watched the Malice in Palace documentary?
Yeah, no.
So you got to watch that. But
Yeah.
just how they were just throwing around the word thug.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
That wording gets
I remember hearing
embedded
it just from, at the time.
embedded into into the culture and into like how people describe it moving forward.
Sure.
And like
But it's
it
only
matters.
placed on certain plays. You got and to your
Absolutely.
point, wording like certain words are only affiliated with certain players
Absolutely.
of certain backgrounds.
It matters.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
I understand. Odell is, or what's his name? Like you said, Terrell is throwing a temper tantrum. Another player will just be showing their frustration. I get
He's
it.
so passionate. He cares so much.
Yeah, I get it.
You know,
I get
so-
it. I get it.
What?
I get it. I just don't think his ass should still be on this team.
Nah, but that brings me to the point. Thank you for bringing me back on track because I was about to veer off there. I was about to go real sermon with it. Look at the narrative, man. Right?
Yeah.
What did the Patriots do for the first time in God knows how many?
They got a whole
years?
bunch of players.
Weapons.
Yeah.
Don't weapons. I
You
wish
hope-
Mac Jones all the best. And I'm a Patriots fan first. I'm gonna talk my shit because I think Cam should still be on the team. However, I support the team.
Right.
If Mac is extremely successful, especially passing, you know why that's gonna happen. He has weapons to throw to.
Right.
Something Cam did not have. Like also, you look at the defense. Something Cam did not have. If this team makes it far,
Of course, he's gonna get all the praise.
yes,
That's what happened. But
and you know what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like, damn, like they're gonna look at Cam in hindsight, like, well, maybe he was the problem. Like, no,
No.
It's,
Right.
it's like,
Well, I just
at the
want
end
you
of
to
the day,
know
this
that
is all
I
the
read the
NFL,
tarot
not for
cards
long.
for this whole thing, and the Patriots are going to suck this year, and Bill Belichick's going to get fired at the end of the season. That's what my tarot
Bill
cards
Belichick
say.
would never.
Will
get fired.
never.
No, he's
get
in the
fired.
sunset of his
Never get
career.
fired.
He let his
No,
golden
never
goose go.
get
I don't
fired.
know. I don't
Never
know.
get fired.
Not at all.
He's in the
Bill
sunset.
Belichick
I'll put it
is
to you
still
like
younger
this.
than
You
the
want me to
Giants.
pull them out
I'll
right
put
now?
it
I'm going
in-
to pull my cards out?
No, we're not
I will
talking
pull them out.
tarot
Pull them out
cards.
right now.
We
We'll
can
do it.
talk
There
astrology
we go.
too.
care
Bill
what your tarot
Belichick
cards
is
say,
more
nigga.
deeply embedded into the Patriots
I don't know.
than Robert Kraft is.
I don't know.
All right, and he
I-
owns the
I'll
team.
tell you
Listen,
now.
I used to think that before too, and then I did my little reading. I think they're
Popovich
gonna
would
get
never
rid of
get
him.
fired
Nah.
from San Antonio.
He's in the sunset
until
of
he
his
wants to
career. You
retire.
let your golden
Belichick
goose
wasn't
go.
at no parlors. I'm just saying.
Who was the man? Who was the coach of the Giants who keeps beating
And
them
also,
to the
too,
Super
you
Bowl.
know
Can't remember
that
his name
something's
right
up because
Coughlin.
Belichick is doing more talking now
was
than
it,
he
80
has
when he
ever
retired?
talked in his
No, he got
entire
fired.
career. Like today, they did that special, like
Yeah,
you
when
see
they
the
kicked him
breaking
out.
news
How
thing
old
with him
was
today.
he? 'Cause then he
Oh.
came
Like,
over and was a Giants.
Like
I mean,
75.
I think this is craft. You let our golden goose go. We ain't got shit. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know.
Nah, well,
Golden Goose won't
this
be
is
here
this
no
is
more.
what
Fuck
Belichick
him,
always said. Right?
Tell us.
I don't like you, Brady, either.
If you want me in the kitchen
I said what I said.
cooking
I
you
don't
up
care
a
about
meal,
that shit.
let me shop for the groceries.
Right.
Which is why he's always been the general manager and the head coach.
AC, I feel like
True.
you are like the craziest
Excuse me,
human being
the
that I've
head
ever
of
met.
player personnel there, general
Head
manager.
of
Yeah.
head of personnel.
So, like, Bill Belichick is not. He will
I don't know.
never get fired.
I don't know.
He'll leave
Ever.
on his own terms
circle
if he
back,
wants to.
We'll circle
Like,
back in this conversation because I
Yes.
did do this tarot card, which is why I bought Bucks season tickets. By the way, I bought Bucks season tickets.
Oh wow.
I know someone over there. I could.
I know, right? No, but that's the reason why I did that. But however, my reading said that he's in the sunset of his career, and Kraft feels like he's made a lot of bad decisions, letting his golden goose go, and this is it. Because remember, when you're in the sunset of your career, things are different. You know, say, old guy, maybe you've lost this. Time to go.
NFL coaches be old though, Crystal. He's not even that old as far as coaches are
How
concerned.
old is he?
Early 70s.
Yeah, you had
Early
20 years of
70s?
winning,
Yeah,
and now
early
you're
60s,
losing. Time to go, old guy.
So he has 2 losing records with the Patriots. 2. That's it.
That's great for the
And Kraft
Cowboys.
is all about making money. And this is also Kraft. I was in love with Tom Brady. I got nothing now.
Yeah, fuck him too.
Wait, what? What's happening with you?
Like, I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
You got 6 rings because of that, man.
I
Just
don't
put
really
it
give a
there.
shit though.
Wow.
I'll be honest.
Wow.
You know what I realized? I love
AC 's so
I love
over the
teams.
top.
I love sports, but like,
Yeah,
I don't
but
give a shit about players. I care about my team. I don't care about the player who did it for my team no more. Like, I'll be honest. I like whatever.
there's no loyalty. But
AC has no loyalty.
Fuck
He
no,
has,
I
like,
ain't got no
No,
loyalty.
no, no,
loyalty
no.
No.
He's
This
loyal
is
to his
AC.
team.
I love to my
no
team.
motherfucking
So I am.
loyalty.
I love my
Is it?
Patriots. I don't think
You
Cam
don't think
Newton's a
what?
good fit for this team here. I think it's like I'm one of those people who think it's more.
He's
it's
in
more
Bill we
Belichick
trust.
than Brady. I am one of those.
Well, who do you think is a better fit? You tell me. Like, who? Give me some names. Who do you think is a better fit then?
Shit, I'll drop both of them and pay that rapist, Deshaun, alleged
Wow.
Deshaun
Wow.
Watson. That's who I give all my
Wow.
money to, allegedly. And he's a black quarterback, Maverick.
Wow.
All right.
I just need to take a deep breath before I even respond to that.
Yeah,
right
who you want? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? I'll give Houston whatever they want. Give me
Sometimes I'm
Deshaun
so
whenever he's ready to
confused by
play.
AC. I feel like I don't
Now,
know what's going on.
As for all that other stuff you guys have mentioned, I don't give a shit about Brady. I don't give a shit about none of these people. I want my team to win. And if you help my team win, I like you as long as you're on my team. Once you leave my team, I respect you as a player. But I don't give a fuck. I didn't root for Brady. I was rooting for the black man, Patrick Mahomes. Fuck you, Brady. I was rooting for Mahomes.
Wow,
'Cause I
everything is
believe
like
that
so like down the
people,
drain. I don't know what's happening.
people hype up Brady, but they don't want to hype up the defense that's on Brady's team that won them all the Super Bowls. Like Brady, like I'll be real, the Patriots he should only have like 4 rings. Well, after this one, he should have 5 and not 7. I'll be real, they should have lost against Tampa. If Tampa was running the ball, they would have ran that clock down. I'm a Patriots
Seattle
fan.
versus-
No. Tampa.
You
When
said
Tampa
they
was
should
up
have
20,
lost versus Seattle.
Yeah.
Lost
no,
versus
they lost.
Tampa.
They should have lost to Tampa.
Atlanta.
Shit, sorry. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah, I
much.
was gonna
I
say.
reached, I'm like, damn, something don't sound right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they should have lost against Atlanta if Atlanta ran the ball. I don't know why they keep throwing the fucking ball. Whatever, it is what it is. They should have lost against Seattle because give Beast Mode the ball 4 times or 3 times, he's gonna get in it.
All
2
right,
yards.
so let's
But
debunk.
then-
Let's debunk real quick.
God help us.
Beast mode, right? Goal line situations. Shitty percentage. Since you're into percentages, shitty percentage of scoring touchdowns, which makes sense.
against that wait
On
that
the
Super
goal
Bowl?
line.
No, but that Super Bowl.
season in
No, no,
general.
no.
Goal
But-
line
but
runs.
every-
He was not successful.
Game
in
by
scoring.
game, you got to take in what's going on in each game. So you're not going to say the percentage of beast mode going against like the Baltimore Ravens front 7 is going to be the same going against the Patriots front
No,
7.
but also what you got to look
you
at.
have
what
more
you gotta
chance
look
of
at-
getting in there.
What you also got to look at though, look at the defense they ran. They put in the goal line package, right? But what they didn't realize, they put in an extra corner, and that's where Seattle thought they had the advantage, and that's why they ran the play they ran. And Butler made an amazing
No, that's
play.
not what it was. Pete Carroll didn't want, after all that bullshit happened with him, he was like, yo, Russell's my guy. He's going to win it for us. And he fucked up, and they should have ran the ball 3 times.
Now Atlanta, Now, if you look at Atlanta,
Atlanta
let's keep
should've
it
just
buck.
ran the ball.
Let's keep it buck, right?
Keep it a buck.
Atlanta?
Don't you wish we could just do the plays
play
right now?
to win. You don't play
like,
not to
let's-
lose.
well, right.
That
Like
pick
I don't
six?
understand what you're talking about.
That pick six.
Watch all
At the
these
end of the
games.
day, this is all about
Y'all
winning.
are homers, and I get it. It's cool.
Nah,
but
I'm telling
y'all
you.
ain't making no
AC.
sense. Like if you
You said
are
the Atlanta
watching
block,
these
the Atlanta,
games
right? Atlanta game.
unbiased, there's no way you really think your team should have won all these damn games.
Yes.
Wait,
Y'all are tripping.
So wait.
We should've
I
beat
am
the-
happy
listen
my
to this,
team
listen to
won.
the Eagles.
But
Listen
like,
to
let's
this.
keep it real.
All right, so then
Jordan pushed fucking Brian
Yes, he did.
Russell.
Yes, he did.
The way the same
Yes,
way.
he
Keep
did.
it real.
that's
He
where I
did.
draw the line.
Keep it
Yes,
That's
he
where I
did.
draw the line.
keep it
All right,
real.
hey,
AC.
that's where I draw the
AC,
line.
you know what?
Y'all ain't talking about
AC,
everything like that.
AC.
You
Y'all
can't
not
call
gonna
yourself a
just
sports
talk
fan
about the
if
GOAT
you
like
can't
that.
be unbiased.
Crystal's
AC.
trying to be the voice of reason.
Let's say
people.
you're a homer.
AC, I hate
So
to tell
wait,
you,
but AC,
you're
okay. By that logic, then we should have beat the Giants because Asante Samuel should have caught that interception.
And that
That's
helmet
not Tom
catch.
Brady's fault.
no.
That's not Tom
AC.
Brady's
Helmet
fault.
catch. David Tyree had 3 catches all year.
No,
One of them was
we're
that
talking
helmet
about
catch.
game by game. What we're not
AC,
also
I
we don't
hate to
talk
tell you
about is that
this.
the Patriots just glossed over how great that Giants defense was that year. That's why they got their ass smoked, because Tom Brady, they were going to hold us to 17. Then we did that shit, and he got his ass beat up, and they
AC,
only got 14 points.
AC,
Come on, keep it real.
you might get kicked in the dick today. I hate to
in the
say
dick?
it. You might
I'm
get kicked
still
in the
not
dick.
wrong.
I'm just telling you, you might get kicked. Today might be the day you get kicked
Today
in the
might
dick.
be that day.
I may
I can't
leave
even
here
believe-
with
I can't even
one
believe how insane this is today.
ball, but shit, I'm still gonna think the way I think.
Oh man. Well, we gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah,
'Cause
AC.
There's no change in this dude's mind.
Yeah.
No
I'm
matter
right,
what.
y'all
It's-
wrong.
It's not. It's, that's just what it is. That's just
Wow,
what it is.
wow, AC kicked right in the
But-
dick.
AC
Yeah.
with no filter.
None.
I
Whatsoever.
mean, you're like so crazy.
Am I?
Like crazy.
Well, you guys have been drinking the bullshit
Nah.
Brady juice
Wow,
for
it's
so
not.
damn
Oh
long.
wow,
I've been drinking the
he
Patriot
said
juice.
Drinking the
Hey.
bullshit Brady juice.
Patriot juice, bro.
Wow. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up, kid. That's what's up. Okay.
We gonna look past the
All right,
fact
that's
that
what's
One
up.
band, one sound.
That's what's up.
is it?
It is.
It seems like it's Brady and them. Whatever team he's on.
There
it's
might be a
Brady and
beatdown
them.
in here
But
in
go
a
ahead,
few
go
minutes.
Ahead.
But
Go ahead, Mav. Right, do your thing.
No, we're just gonna wrap it up right there.
Jordan pushed off for sure though.
Definitely didn't.
yeah, I mean, I'm like flabbergasted by all
Right
this.
this way.
Yeah.
Right this way.
Wow,
Yeah.
AC. I mean,
Refs
wow.
didn't call it. I didn't see it.
Happy black and happy, baby.
All right, what did we cover today? We talked about NFL players and how these young ones, how they're fucked up. We
How
talked
to-
about
yeah.
we'll kill a whole community. I will.
Ebola.
Yeah.
That was your
Take 'em
segment.
right out,
That was
take 'em right
definitely
out.
your
Dictator Drago.
I
here.
can make, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I can make hard decisions. Fuck these people. There
right.
it
Is
is.
that your
Talked about-
2024
Right,
Porsche
yeah.
right there?
Yeah. Talked about Cam.
Yeah.
Cam should have got vaccinated. Ladies and gentlemen, get vaccinated. Stop being stupid.
And
I seen
yeah.
a cigar bar in Atlanta.
This isn't the Tuskegee experiment. Go get vaccinated and stop being stupid. That's why you don't have polio.
There it is. Rickets.
Rickets. Rickets. I
Well,
had an aunt die of rickets. Go get vaccinated. Right.
real thing. Well, on that note, AC.
They see.
Mav is kind of
Yeah.
heated. Mav is kind of heated. He's like, I'm gonna push off on you real quick. Like,
Yeah, see, I mean, you might
out.
get kicked in the dick. Might in the dick.
Mav might just push you into it. This-
Right in the dick.
The only person kicking the dick with the right mentality.
Wow, I mean,
tell you
right,
that right
right in the dick.
We are out. We'll catch you on the next episode. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A special added bonus we're just going to sprinkle on y'all. We're going to hit you with that flexing video right now. Exclusive. Let's get into it. Clap. Till next time. At ease, ladies.
Flexing. Gobbling on
Y'all
my dick
tripping.
like a. Wait, what's the line? What's the line?
Remix.
Like a Texan.
Money. Come on. Yeah. Hit 'em. Beat it up. Beat it up. Beat up the bricks and the pork got dollars. Right up the back. The back will get
got this. Big house, living room, looking spotless. See, they try to match the oil, but they not this. Think I'm playing, check the buzz when I drop this. Had a whole hood bobbing when they rock this. I heard Mav ain't the truth, yo, that's nonsense. I've been ballin' since T-Mac was on the Rockets. And I don't trust you niggas or the process. You a Rick, I take your cookies, it's a novice. I'm like, hey, I wear I cross bitches off list. Put that hot D on and she on offense. I throw it back on your boy like you want this. I started from the bottom, now she topless. Head down, pussy poppin' and she chocolate. Had a swallow in the cock, I call her goblin. I flame more Johnny Blaze, hotness, flexin'. Hands behind my head when we sexin'. Young heart thought she calling me a legend. Top 2 and I ain't coming in second. What that tell you, baby? I'm flexin'. Hands behind my head when we sexin'. Young heart thought she calling me a legend. Top 2 and I ain't coming in second. What that tell you, baby? I'm flexin'.
Concrete in my Philly, bitch, I'm really big steppin'. Mash in the whiskey, I got Shooter Smith and Wesson. Green blue bands like the celebrate the man. XRP, I'm in a different type of bag. I'm in the gym, I'm getting right, yeah. 7-Eleven, just roll the dice. I run the racks if I change up my life. Montreal and Toronto, my bitches is nice. Black Christian, I just put a bad bitch on ice. Slim thick, scorpion tat on her thigh. Flexin', I'm about to max. Backboard, I'm about to tap. Black Christian, I just put a bad bitch on ice. Slim thick, scorpion tat on her thigh. Flexin', I'm about to max. Backboard, I'm about to tap.
Flexin', hands behind my head when we sexin'. Young heart thought she calling me a legend. Top 2 and I ain't coming in second. What that tell you, baby? I'm flexin'. Hands behind my head when we sexin'. Young heart thought she calling me a legend. Top 2 and I ain't coming in second. What that tell you, baby? I'm flexin'.
Bitch, I'm big steppin'. Bitch, I'm big steppin'.